Hi, it's Friday, and I am Marsha Grace, your Calm Creativity Connector, just a tad bit early. Press the button by accident. So, better early than late, right? My coach says late, late is, no, on time is late. And early's on time, something like that. Anyway, so so today we're going to talk biz. Yes, I always tell you that I'm here for you. I'm here because I want to offer you the awareness that you have everything you need right inside of you. You have all the answers that you need, even if the answer to your question may be go get help from so and so. That's the kind of an answer that comes from within you. It sends you in the right direction, in other words. And so I've devoted myself to teaching that process to, at this particular moment, busy businesswomen like me, to find that inner wisdom, to take the time to stop and to go within and find the answers. Now, of course, thank you. Oh, hi, Robert. Good to see you. And Peter. Oh, thanks. Good to see you. Yes, this is for women, men too. Men certainly can benefit from this, and I hope that you do put that into practice. So, all right. Last week I discussed that it's crucial for us to know ourselves, both the good and the bad, right? And sometimes it's hard to really differentiate or to figure out exactly what that is in ourselves because we're so outer-directed, as I always say, that we really don't take the time to do inner exploration and really ask ourselves some questions like, who the heck am I? What's important to me? What are my goals? What are my what are the things that are important, that mean something to me? What is that? What gives me fire? What lights me up? So those are the things that is very important to know, because if you don't know yourself, you won't really be able to know your customer or your client. Because we come from, when we offer our services, we're coming from who we are, and if that's a murky question, our clients are not going to understand who we are, and therefore they're not really going to stay with us. So, very, very important, because we want to be able to give our customers, our clients, what they want, what they need, right? What they think they want, and then what they really need, right? That's what we want to do. So, so it's important to know where you've come from, because where we've come from can often have created blocks in us that prevent us from our success. Okay, and we're not even aware of them because we kind of push them down. And we say, oh, I can't really, I don't want to deal with that, right? So we pretend like it isn't there. The only problem is it's like a big lump in the carpet, right? If you push all your dirt, if you sweep on the floor and you push all the dirt under the carpet so you can't see it, after a while you're going to have a lump in the carpet and you're going to trip over it because it shouldn't be there. And it's going to stop you, right? It's going to slow you down. And that's exactly the problem with some of our, with our memory very often, with our past memories, because we don't think about them consciously, and yet they're sitting back there. They're that lump in our thinking that's blocking us from moving ahead. So that's why I say it's so important to really get in touch with yourself. And it's hard work. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say this is fun. At first anyway, after a while it gets to be so comforting and so wonderful that I can't even imagine a day not doing that. But at first it can be challenging. I understand that. And that's why you need a teacher. That's why you need a support system. That's why you need someone who's been there, done that, and can support you through your questions, your difficulties, your issues that come up. Okay, all right. So that's important. Get to know yourself. But this week I want to talk about you and your niche. your business model, because this is what we want to unpack. Once you have a sense of who you are, then you can find your people, right? The people that you're going to just kind of be drawn together. You're going to find each other, and that client is going to say, yes, this person has exactly what I need, and so they stick with you and they buy whatever you're selling. So let's look at some of the problems as to why that might not be happening for you. For instance, the first thing is, are you doing something that you love? Now, this may sound like a simplistic question, because often people, when I ask them this, they say, well, I'm doing what makes money. And I understand this completely, because I became an interfaith minister. When I became an interfaith minister, I had no idea what I was going to do with it. But then I really did need to make some money. And so it's other people in my class started to do weddings and ceremonies and different things. And so I said, and they were making money. And I said, wow, this is great. So I'm going to do that. And for many years, I've been doing that. I had been doing weddings constantly. And I made money, no question. But after just so many guerrilla brides and deranged mothers, that's all I can say. I mean, it's an emotional time, let's face it. They're lovely people. I'm not putting anybody down, but it can be a very stressful time. And all kinds of crazy things can happen, which have, for me, maybe I'll tell you that story another time, some of the other stories. But in any case, these things can happen. And I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing, but I was doing it because I made money. But my heart wasn't really in it. Not that I did a good job. I mean, it was sufficient, but my heart wasn't in it. So what I really love to do is write and teach. That's my passion. That's what I love to do. So the next thing, just to get on with the next thing is what you do, is your business a natural extension of your personality? For instance, would you rather write a blog or do a podcast? Would you rather write a book or give a speech? Two different things, right? Because some people are introverted and they'd rather not be in the public eye. They'd rather be sitting there at their computer, writing away, like me. I mean, but I unfortunately, I can do both and enjoy them both. But there are quite a few people who can't say the same thing. They'd much rather just be sitting in front of their computer making content. And so if that is counter to what your business is, you've got an issue. This is a big issue. And I know it's a difficult issue, because you can't just say, well, it's not my passion, so I'm going to go do something else, when you've already created a business and what have you that is bringing in money. I understand that. But you're forcing yourself to do things you really don't like. And that creates stress. And you know me, I'm the stress-free queen. I want to get rid of the stress in your life. I want to help you resolve those issues. So one of the ways you can do that is what do they call it? There's a term for it. When you do a side gig, right? You start doing something little by little on the side, right? So you find, once you know what your passion is, you can do that on the side. You do it on the weekends, just like I was doing my weddings on the weekends and my ceremonies, or occasional funeral here or there. But basically, it was a weekend thing. Just so during the week, I could be writing my book, which I did, and I could be just creating content, writing poetry. I don't know, whatever I was doing. I was able to do that because I could separate my time. I could segment my time for those things. So that's something to think about. Now, again, I know it's a very difficult decision, but believe me, if you do, you don't have to do it tomorrow. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to come up with a whole big business plan and everything, and boom, you got it all going tomorrow. But give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance to really plot it out and really write it down. and give yourself little tiny steps to get there, just little steps along the way. And it'll change your life. I mean, what is more valuable? Staying in the same situation and being miserable, or being a little risky, just being a little adventurous and going out there and trying something new? Everybody makes mistakes. I was just listening today to a talk about entrepreneurship and what have you. And, if we think that you go from here up to there in success, in a straight line, forget about it. That never is the way it works. It's this curly, squiggly thing that finally will take you to the top if you keep going. And that's the magic trick there, is to keep going despite, excuse me, despite the roadblocks that you come up against. So that's kind of what I want to get across to you today, that whatever your business is, you want to enjoy doing it. You want to be able to wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, I can't wait to get to the office," which is probably my desk in the den or something these days. But I can't wait to sit down and start working, doing my work or making phone calls, whatever it is you have to do, so that you can, because you're anxious, you've got ideas, your creativity is flowing, and you're excited. That's a good sign that you're in the right business. If that's not happening to you, then I hope that you can reconsider. Go within, get still, and find what your passion is, and see if you can start giving yourself a chance to move into that little by little by little. Read books. What's the best way to become an expert in anything is to read blogs, read books, attend workshops. Boy, I mean, there's a million workshops going on online all the time that you can check out. Use Google search. If you have a particular topic, that your business is, whatever it is, put it in the Google search. Or there's I forget how you do this, but you can actually ask Google to send you whatever comes in on that topic right into your inbox, right? So if I could remember how to do that, I forget now, but anyway, Google search, really, really helpful. And survey your clients. Ask them what they want. What are they looking for? What do they feel they need, so that you can give it to them, right? That also will skyrocket our businesses. It takes time. You have to take the effort to stop and talk to people, but no business grows without that interpersonal relationship. So nurture your clients, and they will do you proud, right? I think so. So yeah, this is what I had to say today. I want you to really consider the issue, and if you liked what I had to say, please to share it with other people who might benefit from these ideas. And I'm hoping that we can develop a relationship in the sense that we can offer ourselves the opportunity to learn a process that will help you to take the time to find your inner wisdom, because you will be so glad that you did. So, all right, if you know any women, or if you are a woman in business, please come and join my Facebook group, which is called Calm, Creative, Joyful for the Busy Business Woman. And remember, everything begins with a thought. So keep those thoughts light. Have a great weekend and a great week. Until next time.